Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Logan High School as we have elementary adapted swimming for you today. Right now you're seeing Summit elementary students who are getting a chance to get into the pool and swim, and I have a list of their names. We'll make sure to list everybody here once I get organized. I had kind of a mad rush to get set up, but we are live and able to show the kids now. So the kids from Summit that are participating right now, you're seeing Teresa Pruis, Zayden Spies, might be Spies, Adonis Cook, and Isaiah Bashaw. Those are the four students that you see in the four lanes swimming. Our adapted elementary PE staff does such a great job with these students and gets them an opportunity to show the skills that they've been working on in the pool. As you see on the bleachers, lots of parents and people from the community coming in to check out what these kids can do, working on their kicks right now. Also see some UWL students here as well, helping out with the kids. What a great program we have here in the school district of La Crosse for our adapted PE programs. Jessa Fennig, of course, working with the high school kids, and she'll be in the pool as well. She's got a couple students that she's working with, so I was going to try and have her join the broadcast with me and talk a little bit about what we're seeing, but she's busy. She's got responsibilities today. So we did get a little bit of a late start. You have not missed much. I think you missed one lap down the pool. And so this is their second time down, and now you see them heading back down the other way. Also get a chance to see Peyton Fike, Peter Fike, and Chancellor Vu in the pool, and Uriah and Lucas Godfrey, all from Summit Elementary, getting a chance today to show their swimming skills. Not so much a competition or a swim meet, but more of just a chance to show off what they've been working on in the pool. A pretty cool event, and I'm excited that they asked the Central YouTube channel to be a part of it. Reed Hansen from the School District of La Crosse does a lot of work with the Summit kids. Later on, we're going to get a chance to see Emerson Elementary. They're coming in at 1:20 after the Summit kids get done, and that is Grace Brzezinski that does work with the Summit kids. Excuse me, the Emerson kids. Iceberg float challenge, it sounded like. I got headset on, so it's hard for me to hear all over there, but it looks like that's what we're going to get a chance to see next is the iceberg float. And there they go. Coming right towards us down here on the far end of the pool. Do want to thank you for tuning in and getting a chance to see some of the great work our elementary adapted PE students are doing. And some of the people, the adults and college kids that work with the kids on improving their swimming skills. Sure, we might have an interview. Yeah, let me get you a headset. Well, this is exciting. We'll have an interview while we get a chance to watch the kids here. All right, let's see. All right, can you hear me? Yep. Both ears? Yep. Perfect. All right, who are we joined by on the broadcast right now?
My name is Reed Hansen. I'm the adapted PE teacher here at Summit.
We were just talking about you, Reed.
Yep.
So tell us what we're looking at here now.
So this is our adapted PE swim meet. So For the past however many years, Summit has partnered with UWL Phi Ed students, adapted PE students, and every Friday during the fall semester we come here, work on skills, and then this is a chance for them to showcase what we've been working on for the whole year.
And what's really cool, there's the floating that we're getting a chance to see, and what's really cool is seeing the community coming out, parents and relatives, and and everybody just coming to see what the kids have been working on. Chance for you to kind of show off all the skills that you've been working on with them, Reed. The UWL students that we see you working, do they work individually with students, or are they part of like a group, or how does that work?
Yeah, so this is part of their class. They do an adapted aquatics class, so they go in during the week. They learn about different stuff with like swimming, how to teach it, modifications we can make for our students, and then they work together and create lessons during the week. So we usually split into 2 groups on the Fridays. One group down there will lead a session. They'll work on front crawl, back crawl, all that good stuff. Another group down here will work on different skills. So we kind of group them based on ability. And then one teacher of these get to practice their actual teaching skills and leading it. So for a lot of these students, this is their first or second time really working with kids with different abilities.
UWL kids that want to eventually be Mr. Reed Hansen and
so
working in a program like this.
I graduated from UWL, so I actually went through this program as an undergrad, so now I get to lead it. It's a pretty cool full circle moment for me every year.
And what an opportunity for these young professionals to get a chance to have some work one-on-one with students and get in the pool, and what an opportunity for these students to get to meet not just their teacher, Mr. Hansen, but also get a chance to meet some pretty cool college kids. So what a great program we have here.
And big thanks to those college kids, because without them, this is not possible, and they do an awesome job every time with them.
Yeah, I mean, you're only one person, right?
Yeah,
you got a bunch of kids in the pool. Obviously, you got safety concerns, and so you need kind of the manpower to be able to run something like this. What do you do, Reed, with a student who maybe is afraid of the water? You know, forget about adapted PE. You talk about normal PE even. What do you do with students who are afraid of the water?
Yeah, so there's a water adjustment, so we call that. There are a few different things. I'm lucky with my kids. They love the water, so we haven't had to worry about that too much. But a lot of times we can put like a big stand in the pool so maybe they can touch the bottom and their belly's not in the water. We've tried different floating platforms so they stay on top of that water and gradually just keep working them in until they're comfortable. And so all else fails, sometimes they just need a loving push, I like to say.
There you go.
And just bite the bullet, and then they're good to go.
And a lot of times you find with those students that are scared at first, eventually they love it, and it becomes something that they look forward to.
So I think about Teresa right here in this lane closest to us. When she came in kindergarten, she was a little timid that first time she got in. Now she's just a water bug.
There you go. And it's a lifelong skill. Skills, you know, when you get a chance to go someplace that has a pool, a hotel or something like that, not having fear to get into the water, and something they can really do the rest of their life. So what an opportunity for these students. Yeah,
and a pool equals a playing field for all these kids. It's something that everybody can do. We're a river town in La Crosse, water everywhere, so hopefully helps their parents come a little more comfortable, willing to take them out, because as you know, sometimes if you're a parent with a kid with disability, it's hard to let go of those reins a little bit.
For sure.
So by inviting them to this, they can see that their kids are capable of it, and they're more willing to take them out and do this kind of stuff with them. So really special.
Well, and as you mentioned, the water, too, does provide a little bit of relief from maybe issues with joints or issues with muscles, and it allows a little bit of anti-gravity to be able to move a little bit more free in the water. It's just a matter of getting over the fear of the water, and looks like your students don't have much fear of the water.
Just like any good coach, I have all returners this year, so that always is a recipe for success. So all these kids have been in it for at least 2 years now, so I got all first graders, 4 first graders, 3 second graders, and then 2 fourth graders.
Reed, tell us a little bit about your job on a everyday basis. So what is your official title, and then what does your normal day look like?
Yep, so I'm adapted PE, so I work at 4 schools in the district. So I'm at Summit, North Side, Cooley Montessori, and North Woods. So any given day, I'm at one of those schools. Try to set it up where I'm at that school for the whole day, so schedule my kids that way. Sometimes there's a little travel in between, so say I'll go to Summit in the morning, Northside in the afternoon, and work with that. So really I'm just collaborating with the PE teacher, helping modify activities, adapting equipment, just so we can level the playing field and make sure my kids are successful just along with their peers. It could be pairing up them with a peer in their class that's shown some really good strength and can be a leader to help them, slowing down the game a little bit, making it a little easier for everybody, but really just collaborating and with not only my Phi Ed counterparts, but also my special ed and TAs that are my awesome TAs. I'm only one man, and they keep me in line. So those ladies are a big shout out to them.
Yeah. Anybody that's worked in a school before knows that the building doesn't run without the TAs that we have in any department. So pretty fantastic that we have such great people working for the school district of La Crosse that we can count on to make events like this. As you said, you're only one person, and you can only do so much. So using the UWL students, using the TAs, and then using your expertise and your teaching colleagues' expertise to give the best possible experiences for the kids in the school district of La Crosse is really what it's all about.
For sure.
As we see now, working on some kicking.
And this is a skill that they have exploded with this year, just the kicking. And they sometimes are a little scared to take that leap. When last year we were just hugging on with arms and legs, hanging on for dear life. This time we're a little more free out there with the hands and finally getting those legs going. So the progression is kind of cool to see because I've had them in kindergarten now all the way to now. Yep. It is night and day difference.
And I can see in your eyes the pride that you have watching them out there with their kicks. As you know, like anything, when you get a chance to work with kids and you're teaching them a skill, when you finally see them start to excel at it, it brings a lot of pride. And what a great job we have as teachers getting a chance to see that growth in our students.
And for me, when I was in this program, I didn't realize the impact that we had. And now being on the other side of it, when these little kids come in on a Friday, Mr. Hanson, it's swim day, it's swim day. So they're just, and it's all they talk about all day. So it's something that I wish I would have known when I was in the program, but
yeah, for sure.
I get to enjoy it even more now.
And as I was saying when we started the broadcast, you get a chance to see on the bleachers the parents and relatives and community members that come in, and you see the kids looking up to them and waving and smiling. Lots of smiles down in the pool today. Just a really cool event. I want to thank you for inviting us to cover this. It's always one of the highlights of our year is being able to cover
I appreciate you guys coming.
Swim meets. And hopefully the school's summit is showing this in some of their classrooms back in their school.
So I know we got Jenny J's first grade classroom. Shout out first grade.
Perfect.
I know they're excited to watch today, and I'm sure a lot of other ones are watching too. But
everybody gets to watch some of their classmates excel in the pool. That's always exciting.
Yeah, we had a big send-off before we left, so we all start at one end of the building, and then everybody else in the school lines the halls, makes posters. We got the music bumping.
Awesome.
Just some well wishes before we go to the bus. So one of my favorite moments of the school year.
I bet all the kids get really excited about that. Reed did tell me that we're going to be able to keep this stream up. Last year we deleted them right after they were over, but you're saying it's okay to leave this one up at least for a little bit.
Yep.
So if you're not catching it live, hopefully you're getting it on the replay and getting a chance to watch all of the amazing stuff happening in the pool here at Logan High School. Jessa works with the high school population. How much interaction do you have with Jessa as you transition the students? I know they go to middle school after you, but how much collaboration is there between the elementary, middle, and high school level?
So I work really closely with Jessa and our middle school team. So in the fall we do this, the elementaries. So Summit does this one, and Emerson will be the next one. They come in the fall, and then in the middle school, or the spring semester, the middle schools both take kids, and then in the high school, Jessa does one every week with the students. So at least at some point through their elementary and middle school, they're getting some of that pool exposure, so that way by the time they're coming to Jessa, it's not foreign to them.
Yeah, that's really cool. And
try to make her job easier, you know.
I'm sure she appreciates that. That's pretty cool. She's pretty spread pretty thin.
Yeah,
Jess is. So
she's doing. I want to shout her out. She's doing a unified PE class here at the high school. It started this year, and it is a pretty incredible thing that they're doing there.
I saw some pictures of that. That looked like a cool program, and not only beneficial for kids who need a little extra help, but also beneficial for the kids who are in there helping.
And it raises the skills of everybody involved. It is one of the most powerful, I think, programs that we have here in the district.
So we'll see the Summit kids going from 12:15 to 12:45-ish. We'll see when they get done with all their skills. We don't really have set times. There's no clock running or anything like that, but we'll have a chance to see all of their skills and everything they've been working on.
Yep, so they'll be doing some swimming. I think we might even get lucky to see some dives off the diving board.
Oh, that would be cool.
Then we're going to finish up with that, and we'll do a little award ceremony too as well.
Oh, awesome. We should have got a mic for you guys and plugged you in.
I'll yell loud.
Okay, awesome.
Anybody at Summit knows I can use my big voice if I have to.
Well, us PE teachers, that's something
right.
they teach us, right? How to use our gym voice, I'll tell you, Reed, I also, as a PE major, had a chance to participate in this UWL program, and college was a long time ago now for me, but the memories that I do have, a lot of them are with the students that I had a chance to work with in the pool and in the gym, and still remember their names, and that was a lot of fun. It's challenging work, but it also was very rewarding and a lot of fun.
It's the best way to do it. You just get thrown into it, and you learn it as you go and make adjustments. going to fail before you get it right. So
That's right. Some things work, some things don't, and you figure that out as you continue to progress with the
I think he's
going
going
to
to jump in here, so we might have to.
Oh, there we go. We might have a diving board. We might have a diving board participant.
We don't want him. He ain't afraid. He'll go in right away, so we just got to wait till someone gets it there. Otherwise, I'll be have to take a big splash.
So, Reed, who are we looking at over there?
That is Uriah Godfrey. He's one of my fourth graders, one of the ones that's been in there the longest. Behind him, we got Peter Fike. And then over on the left over there is Lucas, his twin brother. So we have two sets of twins.
Oh, that's
got
cool.
the Godfrey twins, and then we got the Peter and Peyton Fike. We might as well call them the Northern Pikes because once they get in the water, they're just like a boat motor. You're not going to turn them off.
Yeah, they don't have much fear of the water, do they? Look at
Nope.
it. He's raring to go over there. Uriah is ready to get up there.
And then moving down here, we got Teresa. She's one of our first graders. Adonis is next to her. He's one of our first graders. Then we got Chancellor and Isaiah, both second grader and a first grader. Peyton, Peter's twin over here. And then down here in our red life jacket, we got Zayden. He's a first grader.
And there is the first jump of the day. That was Uriah, right, Reed?
Yep.
That was Uriah with a great jump off the board. Now who do we have up?
This is Peter.
Peter. One of the Northern Fikes. That's going to stick.
I like it.
Yeah, I do too.
At some point, I might have to go over and just give him a little loving push.
Oh, there you go. Oh, no, there they go.
Oh, here we go.
Do it. Lots of encouragement. Oh, Mr. Hanson trying to get him to go.
I think I'm going to take a quick walk over there.
You go take a quick walk. We're going to watch. We're going to see what the magic of Mr. Hanson. There goes Mr. Hanson to try to encourage Peter to jump. You know, you get up on that board. You think you can do it. You get up on that board and then realize it's higher up than you thought it was. Looks easy from the sideline. This looks like Peyton, Peter's twin brother, and there is Mr. Hanson. Encouraging, and let's see. And there goes Peyton. Mr. Hanson, all he had to do was step on that board, and Peyton got the motivation to jump off there. And now Peter says, yeah, let me give it a try as well. Oh, wait, we have somebody first, though. Oh, is Mr. Hanson going to dive in as well? There we go. Wasn't so sure about that one, but smiling now that it's over. You heard Mr. Hanson say the growth of not even wanting to get into the pool to all of a sudden jumping off the diving board. Countdown is on. And there we go. Thinking about it, and there we go. There goes Peter. Made the jump in. Just needed Mr. Hanson's encouragement. How cool is that? They got a send-off from their schools. Love that. More dives coming up. Got some jumping in from the side of the pool, too. Over to our left, but here comes another dive, maybe. There we go. Another jump coming. Mr. Hansen gives his approval. Yeah, there you go. The countdown helps. Lots of cameras and videos out from our spectators recording all this. Exciting stuff. There we go. Good jump. While we're waiting for our next dive, I do want to remind you that we have boys basketball on the stream tonight. Boys basketball traveling to Marshfield, and we will have that live on the Central YouTube channel. Looking to rebound from that opening game loss to Menominee. Won't be easy, Marshfield. Oh, look at Mr. Hansen go! And a big cannonball. Well, the kids love that. Well, he got some hang time, too. Marshfield, a very good team and big. We saw that the problems the boys had defending the 6'8" Trevor Robert from Menominee. Marshfield's going to bring out 2 6'8" guys. So that will definitely be a challenge for that River Rock boys basketball team. We'll have it live for you. Varsity game starts at 7:15, VR at 5:45. Try and get the stream going about 5:30. As soon as I get up there and get everything set up, we'll go live. Full night of boys basketball action for you. The girls are on the road at DeForest, and we will be getting updates on that throughout the night. I believe DeForest has a huddle cam too, so if you wanted to catch a girl, here comes a dive maybe, or at least a jump. Yeah, there we go. What I was saying, though, is if you want to catch a girls' action, you can search DeForest Athletics, and I believe they have a huddle. You won't have my play-by-play, or probably any play-by-play, but you will have the video of the event. Girls basketball 2-0 to start the season. They look good. Ranked in the state. Lots of optimism with that girls basketball team. There's a good jump. Well, that's like a running jump. I like it. Aided by Mr. Hansen on that dive. Another good jump. See, that autocorrect got me on the title of this broadcast. I'll go back and change that. It changed adapted to adapter. This is the adapted elementary swim meet. So I will fix that after we go off the air. Finishing up here with Summit Elementary, and again, it'll be Emerson Elementary coming in from 120 to about 150. So we'll have an award ceremony here. Mr. Hansen will announce some awards. Hopefully we can pick them up on the audio, and then we will welcome in Summit Elementary School, or excuse me, Emerson Elementary School for session 2 today. We'll see if we can get Miss Brzezinski to come over and join the broadcast like Mr. Hansen did. Trying to get Nick Marcoux to join the broadcast. He says no, thank you. Here comes another cannonball from Mr. Hansen. He didn't have anybody there to catch him either. All the kids are there to get him. That's good. So even though Nick doesn't want to join the broadcast, tonight we will have somebody making their broadcasting debut with me. Josh Buxton not making the trip up to Marshfield with me. But I got to fill in, and you're going to like it. And I'm not going to tell you who it is. It's going to be a surprise, so you'll have to tune in tonight for the varsity game when we start our play-by-play to figure out who I got to join me on the broadcast for tonight. Somebody most of you know. And we'll see what they can bring to the broadcast. Looks like we're making our way over to the side of the pool and maybe getting ready for some awards as the kids are drying off. What a great event. Got to see a bunch of different types of swimming strokes. Got to see lots of kicks. Got to see some floating. Got to see some diving off the diving board. Jumping off the side of the pool. And as Mr. Hansen said, we live in a river town. There's lots of water where we live, and so learning how to swim is an important skill for anybody that wants to enjoy some of our outdoor recreation here in the La Crosse area. And Mr. Hansen with awards in hand. We'll see how loud. He said he's going to talk loud. We'll see how loud he can talk. So I'll turn our external mic on as loud as I can, see if we can pick him up, and if we can't, I'll try and hear what he says and repeat it for you. Trying to get everybody to their seats so we can begin this awards presentation. We'll keep the stream live. We'll make it all one stream. So again, Emerson Elementary coming up next. Might have some downtime. You might see him setting up the pool stuff for the next group. And a round of applause for the 2025 swimming season. Mr. Hansen talking about how proud he is of the kids. You could hear that in his voice as he joined us on the broadcast, now thanking the UWL students for helping out. And now talking about how appreciative he is of the TAs that he has. All TAs do tremendous work in the school district of La Crosse. Ooh, they're getting an award and a medal. First one up is Teresa getting an award. Adonis getting an award.
Next we got Mr. Zayden Spies.
Zayden Spies, there we go, it is Spies. Zayden getting an award, getting his picture taken by our media specialist, Nick Marcoux. Isaiah getting an award. Pose for your picture, Isaiah. Oh boy. Getting his medal put on. Chancellor getting his award. Peter Northern Fike. And of course, twin brother Peyton Fike. Lucas Godfrey getting his award. And Uriah, twin brother to Lucas, getting their award. Uriah takes a bow. I like it. And thank you to Mr. Hansen for inviting us to cover today's event. As I told him, always one of the highlights of our year to get a chance to watch some of the adapted swim meets at all levels here in the School District of La Crosse. We will cut the audio and we will wait for Emerson Elementary to get started. Should be within about 20 minutes or so as we usher out the Summit kids and bring in the Emerson kids. We will keep the stream live, so we just have one stream so everybody can watch that. But now's a good time to get up and go get something to drink or get back to work if you're at work. You got about 20 minutes before session number 2. Welcome back as we get ready for the second half of our elementary adapted swim meet. This is going to be Emerson Elementary in the pool, and joining me on the broadcast, Grace Brzezinski, the adapted PE teacher at Emerson. She's very excited to join the broadcast, not nervous at all.
Oh, no, not at all.
Grace, tell us a little bit about what we're going to see here today.
So this swim meet is kind of to wrap up the whole swimming lessons they've done throughout the beginning of the year. Each time we've come, they've kind of focused on a new skill, whether it be the front crawl, backstroke, or back flow, anything like that. And then they take what they've learned throughout the year so far and use it in this swim meet. So they're kind of going against each other and showing off the skills they've learned throughout the whole time.
So kind of a culminating event from all the work that you've put in the fall,
Yes.
and a chance for the kids to show off to parents and spectators all the work that they've done. Tell us who the students are that we're looking at in each lane there.
So if we're starting in lane 1, that is Matilda. She is a kindergarten this year. She has done very, very well. I was excited for her to come swimming because she loves just anything that we've done together, anything in the gym, any activity. So I knew she would do really well with this, especially even being as young and little as she is. She's doing really, really good.
Yep. She is your youngest swimmer, right?
She's a youngest swimmer. Yep. She's young, and she has rocked it. In lane 2, we got Jimmy, I think. I can't really see from here, but that's Jimmy. He came to us new this year, too. He is in first grade, and he has done very well, too. A little hesitant right away when he came, but now he's gotten to know his UWL student that he's working with and got used to just coming here every week, and he's done so great since the beginning of the start of this. He's done really awesome and has improved a lot.
And isn't it awesome when you see kids who are hesitant at first now just jumping in the pool and becoming so much more comfortable? All right.
It took him a little bit right away
to
do that. But lane 3, kicking off strong is Finn. He is one of the students that has excelled since the beginning. He's been doing really, really awesome. He loves swimming. Again, he loves being active and doing anything in the gym. He's an awesome kid, and you can tell by the smile on his face how much he loves.
I was just going to point that out. Look at the smile on his face.
He loves it. He loves it. And then lane 4, we've got Graydon. He is a 4th grader this year, actually. And he sometimes has a hard time if the water's cold, but he does very well kind of when you work with him to get him in and get going. And once he's in there and gets comfortable with it, he does really, really well as well.
Well, all of us hate the cold water, so I don't blame him for that.
And then lane 5 is Zach. He is also a 4th grader, a very, very strong swimmer. You might see some action from him at the end of the day. He has been working on jumping off of the diving board, so we might see some of that. Yep, so he also does really well, and he's been a really good leader for a lot of these kids here this year.
Yep, it's good to have the older kids that can kind of lead the way and be little teachers for you in the classroom. Grace, tell us about your background and how you ended up at the School District of La Crosse.
So actually, I went to school at UWL for adapted PE and physical education. And then once I graduated, I actually covered for Jessa Ellenbecker, who is the adapted PE teacher at Logan and Central, when she was on her maternity leave. So I kind of started with that. I got a job at the middle school shortly after that. And then from there, I was asked if I wanted to do the adapted PE job for the elementary schools because they had an opening kind of late and they needed someone, and I was able to join that, and I started that last year, so this is my second year doing it, and I'm really happy because it's what I went to school for and that's what I want to do. So you've had the unique experience of being able to work with kids in high school, middle school, and elementary school. What's your favorite level to work with and why? Oh, I like them all. Okay. Elementary, I really like because you can get them really excited for a lot of things and motivated to do it, and they're always excited to work with you. And they're so fun and funny. And then I really enjoyed high school when I was here with for Jessa's maternity leave, because when they're a little older like that, you can kind of have more conversations where you can kind of relate to more things. And I really enjoyed that and working with the kids and kind of being able to talk more as, a person instead of a teacher.
Sure. Yep.
And that was really fun. I've had a little experience with middle school. That's a different story. It is. It's really fun, and I think it's such a special time and an important time. And I like being a person that they can kind of look up to or ask for help. But let me tell you, it is one of the trickier ages. It's that one where they're kind of, transitioning from, the elementary age to going to high school, and that in between is just kind of an awkward time for them. But that's why it's so important too, is to just really help them out and get them going on the right path. So I really enjoyed that as well. But I would say definitely like the elementary or high school is probably my favorite from all the experiences I've gotten.
Teaching at any level is a challenge, but a special
Yes.
shout out to our middle school teachers, because that is
Yes.
a beast all of its own.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
So yeah, that's fantastic. So pretty cool that you've had a chance to work with all the different age groups, and
Yep.
looks like we have a different. Oh, a back.
Back float.
Okay.
Some
So-
of them.
So how often do these kids get to swim?
So we've been going, we probably started mid or late September, and then we've been going every Friday
Okay.
since then. So once a week. And it's about 35 minutes in the water they have time to swim, which sometimes doesn't end up being a whole lot with, the transition in
Yep, for
and then
sure.
having to get them out and change. But with the time that they do have, they get a lot done. And shout out to UWL. They do so well working with these kids. And like planning ahead of time of what might work for some and might not for others, and making sure that they have what they need.
Yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about the UWL program and how beneficial it is not only for the students, but you as a teacher, and for them to get
Yes.
a chance to work with a kid. Reed told me that they work individually with the kids. They get assigned a student, and that's
Yep.
who they work with. What are the expectations for the UWL kids? So do they just get in and swim, or are they developing lessons and developing plans for, if a kid doesn't want to get in the pool that day or doesn't want to change? Are the UWL kids in charge of that, and how much do you step in and help out?
So UWL students are mainly in charge of that. I remember when I was in the program, they did encourage the adaptive PE teacher or any other teacher that came with to come in if we needed that help, if they needed that familiar person to help them with something. But for the most part, they really want the UWL kids to get the experience of, oh, this isn't working, I got to figure out something else for this student, or this works really well, maybe it will help this kid. So when we did it, it was a little different because we had a bigger size group. My group is pretty small this year, and then the abilities are very different from each student.
Yep.
So they really have to individualize it this year. But when I was in school and we had a big group like we did, we were able to plan kind of group lessons and teach those lessons. We would kind of separate younger kids from the older kids, and then we would have one UWL student teach that lesson for the day. So then they rotated through. This year was just a little different just because, the group is so small. So they kind of did their own individual lessons with each student they had.
And how cool is it that the students then get a connection with one
Yes.
of the college kids, and that helps with, encouraging kids to do something that maybe they're not real comfortable
Yes.
with. Yeah.
Yep. And you can even see that with some of them. Like Jace had Jimmy in lane 2 with his back float. That was something he was really unsure of, and had a hard time trusting right away to lean back like that. And his UWL students that he had or has right now worked really well with him and getting him to try that and trust them. And then he got to a point where he was comfortable to actually do it, which was awesome to see. We're actually missing a student today that I am sad is not here, but for other reasons he couldn't. Jace, he was one that started off the year that was kind of unsure of this whole thing, and by the end he built a really great relationship with his UWL student, and he was so comfortable getting in the pool by himself and staying in the water and doing what he was supposed to do. We got so much out of him at the end, which was awesome to see.
Yeah, and I love that the UWL students kind of take charge, because they're going to be the next generation of teachers, and Ms. Brzezinski's not going to be there to step in and say, hey, I'll help you out here.
Yeah.
Right? They got to
Yep.
figure it out on their own, and what works and what doesn't, and what a program they have over
Yep.
UWL, and benefits everybody really involved. So we're seeing some up and down the lanes now. Some
Matilda, I will say, she is so cute. I didn't know what she was going to be like in the water, but she got in, and she's been a fish ever since she got in, and she's been doing so well. I'm really proud of her.
She looks really comfortable. You see her
Yep.
up in lane 1.
Uh-huh.
You can get a shot of Matilda up in lane 1.
She's another one that you can just tell on her face that she loves it.
Up in the pink shirt. There she is, way up at the top of your screen. That's Matilda. Yeah, she's motoring, isn't she?
Yep.
Yep, not afraid of the water at all. That's very cool. Grace, tell us what a normal day looks like for you. Are you assigned only at Emerson, or I doubt you are? So what are your responsibilities and what do your days look like?
So I am at 3 schools. I travel between Emerson, Hinchin, and Southern Bluffs. My days are all different. I can't say I'm lucky in a way where with how my schedule works, I'm assigned to help push in during PE classes. So I already have those scheduled times for me. So then I have to just schedule my other one-on-one times around those classes, which other related services like physical therapy or OT, they have to kind of plan their whole schedule and figure out when works.
Sure.
So half my schedule is already made for me depending on when my students have PE. But throughout the whole day I have, IEP meetings or sometimes special ed meetings, and each school has a certain day they have those meetings, and sometimes they're in the morning, in the afternoon. So it's very different all day. Some days I'm at one school the whole day. Other days I'm traveling between all 3 schools, and then maybe I have a meeting in between that, or maybe a meeting at the end of the day. So it's a busy day, but I really do like it. It breaks it up and gives me a chance to kind of, maybe if something happened at one school that kind of, got me a little bit, or I needed to reset, it was nice to be able to go to a different school and be like, okay, this is fresh, something new, I'm in a better, place. But for the most part, I really enjoy it. I don't mind the traveling. I know some people
I was just going to ask you
don't
about
prefer that, but
Yeah.
I do kind of enjoy it. It is a reset for me, and seeing all the different kids and all the connections I have from all the different schools. I feel like I have 3 different families, as they say when you have a school that, they become kind of your family. I have 3 different places where I feel that way, so that's really, really awesome.
Very, very cool. Do you get time to get lunch, or is that
I do. Sometimes it's in between on the way from one school to another, but I do have time to get lunch, and it's different all day. I don't have a set 11 o'clock's my lunch.
Yeah.
It's, okay, maybe at 12:30 today or some other time, but yeah, I get it in there.
eat in the car on your way to
Eat in
the
the
next
car,
school?
yep.
Well, that's pretty cool, and thank God we have people like you that are willing to do that. And Mr. Hansen, and takes a special person to be able to travel that much and be a part of so many different schools. So we do appreciate having you on board with us here at the School District La Crosse.
Thank you. I'm happy to be in it. I've been doing stuff with the La Crosse School District. This has been I think my 4th year.
Okay.
So, and I've just really liked it, and I've had experiences here too at Logan, and it's just been a great environment. I feel like every place I've gone.
We hear some Frozen
Yeah.
playing in the background, motivation for the students.
Uh-huh.
And what are they doing now? They're going and getting the rubber duckies that were thrown
It
in.
looks like it.
Some of them going independently without help. That's impressive.
Yep.
How deep is the pool? Do we know that?
So I think it says down there 3 feet.
3.9 or something?
This one's 3.9. I think it's
Deeper on that end.
It's shallower on this end and then deeper once it gets this way.
Oh, okay.
So it gradually just gets a little deeper. So I think that's also why they have it set up the way they do. Matilda's in lane 1,
Yep.
Zach's in lane 5. So they kind of do it based off, Zach. I shared this experience earlier, but yeah, he went off the diving board 2 times ago. I didn't see it was happening. He was there with his UWL student who was also lifeguard certified, which is awesome that he is, but we also have a lifeguard here. But I look over and there's Zach on the top of the diving board, and I see him just jump right in, and I'm like, oh my God, praying that he comes up from the water. And there he does, gets right up and swims all the way over to the edge by himself. It was really impressive. I didn't know what to expect in that such deep water from him, but he did so well.
And how empowering for these kids, especially if maybe they had some water hesitancy at first, to be able to realize that they can get in there, they can enjoy the water. And as Reed said, we live in a town that has lots of water around us, being able to swim in the river or lakes, and it's just a lifelong skill. It's really important for everybody to have, and these students get an opportunity to work on their skills and show their parents and family members that they can get in the pool.
I think that's awesome, too, that the parents come, because then they can see all the work that their kids have done and then also the UWL students, and like how important it is for them to have this experience, because it's, again, still the parents' decision if they want to come or not.
Right.
So I'm really grateful that the parents that I have at my schools allow their students to come and do this. And it's a great way to see that what they're doing is helping so many. And like, you know, like Reed was talking about, they sometimes even do like school swimming field trips at the end of the year, and this can just help build their confidence so much when it comes to those, you know, field trips. Zach can go to the pool and jump off the diving board now, and that's really fun to see.
Exactly right. Yep. And you see over, I don't know if you're getting many shots of the parents, but lots of smiles and lots of cameras out getting the action, and just a really cool event. So Emerson Elementary, do you know, are there any classrooms over at Emerson that are tuned in and watching today, or don't we know?
I'm not sure. I shared the link with the school. I think it depends on, you know, if they're able to or not, but I'm hoping that maybe some of the other special ed staff that weren't able to come this time are able to pop on and watch. I know some parents are, because they were not able to make it here today. So we have some on there, but for the most part, I'll find out when I get back who all was watching.
We'll leave the stream up, so if they forgot about it and they didn't watch, you can have them
rewatch
it. We'll leave it up there, and that's awesome.
That'd be awesome.
Well, Grace, do you have to do work, or do you? What do you have to do? Can you stay with me, or you have to go do work? I don't want to keep you if you have stuff to do.
Oh, I don't. At the end, I will have to pass out some certifications, but for the most part, because UWL students take over, which is awesome, I don't have to do too much when we're here.
So we're seeing, what are we seeing now? They're still what were they working on? The last I had heard was backfloat. Do you know what they're doing now?
Backfloat. It looked like they went to, well, I'm trying to see right now. I feel like they're playing a little bit.
Yeah. That's all right.
Doing something fun, a little fun game.
Yeah. We know they were retrieving the floaty toys.
You know what? She actually I took a picture. I can see maybe what we're doing next.
Oh, there you go.
Because I know, we said back float. And then after.
And we might have some diving at the end, you're saying?
We might.
Yeah,
I hope so. I don't know if that's planned in there, but I might tell them, let Zach go.
Yeah, you can't be in a pool with a diving board and not take advantage of it. Yeah.
So it looked like we did the front float maybe, and then maybe it was the kickboard race.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe we're on to that.
Yep.
Oh, looks like we do have the diving board. Jump off it.
Awesome. Perfect. Now, not putting any pressure on you, Grace, but Reed got up there and did a couple cannonballs off the diving board.
I heard.
Are we going to see that out of Miss Brzezinski?
Well, I wish. I did not know he was going to do that. He could have given me a heads up. I didn't even bring my swimming suit today because I was like, oh, I'm going to be talking. I'm not going to need to go in the water. I didn't bring anything. But if I knew, I would want to give him a run for his money.
Well, now we have something to look forward to next time.
Next time, yeah. I got to remember that. I got to practice for that. Did you do cannonballs, or what did you do?
He did cannonballs. Yeah. There was nobody to catch him.
No belly flop?
No belly flop,
okay.
No. The kids had, UWL kids catching them.
Yeah.
Mr. Hansen was all on his own.
On his own.
But as soon as he went in, the kids came in and grabbed him to make sure he was okay.
Fine.
So that was good, yeah. We see all the participants down on the far end right now. Mm-hmm. Maybe getting up out of the pool, yeah.
It might be time for the diving.
Oh, let's do it.
All right. So actually, it looks like it's Zach and Finn. Finn, I haven't seen do it yet.
Oh, is that going off the high board?
So no, I think he's just the diving board.
I was going to say, oh my goodness.
Now Finn.
Oh, that's not even a diving board. That's a lifeguard platform. Okay.
I don't know if he'll go off the diving board or not because I haven't seen it yet, but maybe he might today.
Today would be a good day to try.
Yep.
There's the example for everybody.
Yep. Zach has been trying to do some fancy dives as well. So
look at that. Whoa.
Looks like just a run and jump. He tried diving the other day. Chickened out just a little bit at the last minute, but he's done 360s. He's done a lot.
No apprehension at all from Zach.
No.
Yeah, he likes the water. I think they're getting Finn ready.
It looks like he's getting a life jacket, and I hope he does it.
I think he's gonna. Zach gets a high five for his dive.
Yeah. Probably go again. Maybe Graydon will get in the deep end. Oh, yep. Looks like Graydon's getting in the deep end.
Okay, yep.
Oh,
Dip your foot in there, see what it's like.
Zach to do something fancy.
Yeah, Finn's got a wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, wave to all your fans.
Finn has come a long way since last year, just with his growth and his independence and how, just following along with his class and following directions. Like he's grown a lot. He's matured a lot in the last few years, and I think that's really cool to see. He's kind of stepping up too, not as well like Zach did, being older, being
Yep.
pretty skilled swimmer. He was more of that role model for everyone, and then Finn kind of towards the end, you could see that with him as well.
And I bet it's rewarding for you as a teacher to see that growth and maturity. And
And you don't realize it until like all of a sudden he came back this year, and I'm like, wow, you just seem kind of like a whole different kid. And it is really, really awesome to see because when you can just see them doing so much more without you and not needing you.
Yep. Starting to spread their wings.
Yep.
And, Zach with another jump off the board.
So it looks like Finn's jumping off the side of the pool.
Okay, that would be cool.
I think he could do the diving board, but that's only, I guess if he's comfortable.
Yeah, we'll start with the side of the pool first,
Yep.
maybe. He's certainly not afraid of the water. We can see that.
Nope. I asked Zach the first time we went off the diving board. I'm like, Zach, do you go swimming in the summer? And he goes, I don't know. I'm like,
Should
you
be.
must.
Yeah.
That does not seem like it was his first time going off the diving board.
Here he goes again.
Woo!
Almost landed on the UWL student
Yeah.
that time. Got some air on that one. Well, I was telling Reed that this is one of the highlights of our broadcasting days is coming to watch the adapted swim meets. We love it every level. So thank you for inviting us and helping us out with the
And
names.
it's really fun and really fun. I know like the high school, I was a part of that one year. And that one's really, really cool as well. And that's something that they can look forward to too once they get to high school. But like they have all the high school students come watch. They have a whole, like it's decorated like crazy in there, and it makes it so fun for them because it
You
feels
got a lot of people in here. I remember those bleachers were full over
Yep.
there. Yeah. Yeah, something for the elementary school kids to look forward to
Yep.
eventually.
Once
Being on
they
the
get
big
to high
stage.
school.
Oh,
Yeah.
There goes Finn jumping in from the side. He'll be off that diving board in no time.
I think so too.
You know, you can see the progression.
Yep.
Oh, he's waving. He's giving us a wave. There we go. Got to enjoy your 15 seconds of fame. You know? Yeah.
He probably saw the camera. And
Yep.
was like, ooh. Looks like Graydon might be getting a life jacket on.
Another jumper from the side, maybe, huh?
Maybe. It's kind of fun to see because he can be a little bit more hesitant when it comes to things like this, but I don't know if it's just the rush of the swim meet and everyone here, but he seems to be really brave right now and going in the deep end and putting on the life jacket and getting in the water.
Good for him. We see some of the adaptations that you can make for maybe kids that aren't as strong as swimmers. What are some of the tools that you can use for maybe somebody that has no experience in the pool and maybe it's their first or second time? You know, you're working with a kindergartner who obviously is not afraid of the water, but what are some techniques that you can do to get them into the water?
So we actually had that at the beginning of the year. We had a student who was just a little bit more afraid to get in the water. And to kind of start them getting in, we have them just like sit on the edge of the water, bring over some things that are like preferred toys or things to play with, and then, you know, pull them out farther into the water to get them to want to come out. And then once they're in, depending on, you know, if they're comfortable or not, you can hold them. So we had, you know, Jimmy right away. We had his student, UWL student, just kind of hold them a little bit, get them used to the water, get them acclimated. And then once they're kind of ready to do some stuff, they can either use you for support. So you kind of see that a lot with Matilda, especially because she's not tall enough to touch. They use their student a lot as that support. So if they're doing the back float, sometimes Matilda can lean back on them and help them like that. But if they're trying to gain even more independence, you can use, they have a lot of those boards.
Yep.
And so the paddle boards, they can like lay on those or have their back on them or hold them with their hand and do their flutter kicks or work on their crawls. Another one that I think is really helpful, especially just with that little bit of support and it's not taking up as much room as a pool noodle, you can use that like under their arms, under their waist to kind of help them float. So if they're doing their back float, if they have it under their back, it just gives them that support, and maybe you can put another one under their neck and give them that feeling of what it's like before they do it on their own. So they have a lot of equipment here that's awesome for them to use. And then sometimes, they have life jackets. They have, I don't know if you can see them over there, but they're those blue,
Yep.
it literally just goes around their waist. So that's like one step down from a life jacket kind of to just kind of have that support around their waist to kind of keep them up. But yeah, I think the thing we've used the most are pool noodles because you can use them in so many different ways. You can use them for their legs, back, stomach, anything. So that's been used a lot for a lot of our students, and sometimes they made a contraption where like you have two of them like together tied at each end, and then the kid goes in between, like you open up and go in between, so it's kind of like that.
Sure.
And that's just been really helpful. And then just having those motivating toys, so like the ducks, or we've had like a little fishing set. Sometimes we have a little alligator goes in the water. It just helps them, want to get in and do what everyone else is doing.
Well, and I liked how you talked about acclimating them to the water first. I mean, nobody's going to learn if you're so scared to death that you can't think straight. And so letting them just be in the water for a little bit,
feel
maybe
it
just
out.
their feet in the water for a little bit.
And that's what they did actually the first day, was just getting them in, seeing, how comfortable they are, what they can do, and kind of where they are. And so they know for the next time that they come that this is what we need to work on, or this is what we can do with them. So that was the first day, was just kind of seeing what they can do.
Very, very cool.
And a lot of them, I'm not even kidding you, from the first day till now has done so much. So much. It's crazy. Like, I've already talked about this student, but Jace, who's not here, first day he was kind of, getting in and out of the pool, wasn't really doing the activities that like maybe other students were doing. And then by the end, he was holding the paddle, doing the flutter kicks, just like everyone else was doing. And that was really, really cool to see, because he was also new this year and new to Emerson. So we were all learning him and learning, his abilities and everything. And so right away, he seemed scared and a little, I don't want to say uncomfortable, but he's working with someone new. The whole staff is new. And then by the end, he was so comfortable with his UWL student and then comfortable with the teachers. And you could tell with his body how comfortable he was towards the end.
Let's talk a little bit about, get that cough out of the way. Let's talk a little bit about the adapted PE program outside of the pool. So students, when they're at their PE classes back at their school, so for these kids back at Emerson, are they do they have an adapted PE class, or are they in PE classes with their peers?
So for the elementary schools, we do like the least restrictive environment. So we want them in class with their peers. So that's the first thing is I will push in to help with PE so that they're in class with their peers.
And so then you're in there with the regular ed PE
regular
teacher.
ed, yep.
Okay.
And they're in there with their whole class.
Got it.
And I want to try and get them to be a part of every learning experience in there with the least amount of support from myself. But then once they need that extra support, and maybe it's a game that they just don't have the ability maybe to fully participate safely, then I would take them maybe to the side and do a little activity with them. Or maybe a ball or piece of equipment they're using is just a little trickier for them. I can swap that piece out or think of a way to make it a little easier for them to find more success and build that confidence, because if they don't have it, then you see them not wanting to participate, not wanting to be in class. So for the most part, I push in, and then if I feel that they need maybe a little extra support outside of PE time with their class, I can have pull out one-on-one times with them, and then that's where I can work on really specific like goal activities
IEP
with them.
goals,
Yep,
maybe.
their IEP goals.
Sure.
Because when I'm in PE, I follow along with the PE teacher. So maybe they aren't doing exactly what their class is doing, but I will do something similar, something where they're kind of getting the same skill. We're working on the same skill, but maybe it's not the same activity. But then when I have them for their pullout, maybe one of their goals is dribbling a basketball. That's my time. I can use that to work on it if they haven't been doing it in PE. So I have, a little bit of both. I push in for every kid that I have, and then for certain ones, I have that pullout time to work on extra things.
And I love the idea of least restrictive environment
Yeah.
because being able to be with their peers and
It's huge.
Yeah.
And I will say, especially at Emerson, it's been awesome to see there's a lot of like the gen ed students that will help in the PE class and be a role model and help them with things and demonstrate things for them and kind of, and sometimes they learn better from that. You know, like they have me there and I can help and I'll show them things, but sometimes they almost do better from watching, oh, my friend over here is doing it that way. I can try it like that. And
yeah, we all get tired of listening to our teacher all
Yeah.
the time, right? Got to hear from somebody else.
Yep.
And what an opportunity not only for the kids that need the extra help, but for the kids that are providing the help, a learning
Yes.
experience for them too. And
Yep. And so they have a lot of kids at Emerson that will step up and help like that, which is really awesome.
Yep. That's fantastic.
And like every class I have, there's a handful of them that, will do that.
Very cool.
Finn's a funny guy. He always tries to find a way to linger around the pool afterwards.
Yeah,
he just loves it so much.
Doesn't want to be done.
He's gonna be sad when it's over. I have a couple. So him and Zach get so excited every day. So in PE this morning, Zach just comes in. He just looks at me, goes swimming. I'm like, yeah, we got swimming today.
Yeah, it's swim day.
He's just so excited. Zach's the one that was in lane 5.
Yeah.
That was more of the role model, I say, for the other kids.
Sure. It looks like our swim meet is about wrapping up here as the kids are getting out and drying off. And I think we will cut the stream and not have the award ceremony because you talked about each kid individually, and we can't really get your audio anyway. So if we cut off now, will I miss anything? Or
I
will
don't think
not?
so. I think everyone's changing. You might miss Finn trying to get back in the pool, but besides that, I don't think there's much going on.
Well, Grace, I want to thank you for, number
Yeah.
one, inviting us, and number two, joining me on the broadcast and helping me out with this. We love broadcasting this stuff. Please keep inviting us. Any events that you have going on, we love to come over and highlight all the great work that you and your students are doing.
Thank you.
And so we really do appreciate it. And to our viewers, I want to thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the adapted swim meet here from Logan High School. Reminder that we have boys basketball tonight from Marshfield. Game time for the JV is 5:30, something like that. 5:30, I think, and then play-by-play and varsity action starting at 7:15. So make sure you tune in tonight for varsity boys basketball action. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day.